the show begins. Go, Barbara, go! Huh?
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest.
Anchors, away!
Oh, hi there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the...
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say...
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure...
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my...
Oh, right! Kazuha!
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto! Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border check.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we...
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No...
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Phew. So,
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a
sheesh. So it is super.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Go, Barbara, go!
You've completed the entry procedures, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you.
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 more.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their back.
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but.
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600?
It's not as mind-boggling as you The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money...
Then they'll milk them for all their.
Exactly. It's at times like this that have... Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this the most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves, that's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial...
Sounds like just staying alive, isn't it?
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to...
Uh-huh. And is that...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to...
Really? Wow, the Rito...
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal. Connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you
No, no. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about... In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the...
Why do I get the feeling you're making... Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade... Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanagi. An Aishan blessing now.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking... Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been...
Yes. Left, right, and center.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of No. What's really squeezing us out, those Mora grubbers from the
Oh, of the 3 commissions,
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely
Crystal Marrow.
something that most of us in the association had never heard. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he wanted... So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't that what they call...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our We've tried communicating with the... But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never... Fontaine...
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carisu's the head of...
Right. And besides...
Okay. Well, we could try tackling...
that vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contact...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty... If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by...
Got it! We're on the case!
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanagi. An Aishan blessing.
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, they're wasting their time. The price is non...
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be more grateful.
What are we gonna do? There's no good idea. Let's check back in with him. Just what will we come across this time?
We're going to hunt.
Wish me luck! Lightning slash!
Let's make haste.
My experiment will succeed. The hunt begins!
I'll watch your back.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some...
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.